Now, as far as miking cymbals, I've tried all different kinds of configurations from advice I've gotten from other engineers and looking up tutorials on YouTube, things like that, where they tell you to put a couple microphones very high over the drum kit to catch your cymbals, and it just doesn't work for me. So what we have figured out here in the studio is that treating the cymbals as if they were another drum, that is putting microphones very, very close to them, you can get the cymbal sound to come across in the channel nice and loud, minimizing bleed from the rest of the kit. And I want as much control over each instrument on the drum kit as possible, so minimizing that bleed from the rest of the kit is a good thing for me. And I have this a little bit off center because this cymbal seems to come through the microphone a little louder than this one. Even though this one's higher and larger, this one's just louder. So by putting this here, it sort of covers the hi-hat noise, and it's far enough away from the rest of the kit to where the level I have the mixer set at is low enough that it's not going to pick up the rest of that kit very much and give me great control over these two cymbals right here, just those two. And I can pan them without hearing other instruments on the kit go left as well. Now for miking the hi-hat, I have a PV condenser microphone, and this requires phantom power. It's very directional. It's going to try to record only what you point it at. If you don't have a condenser microphone or a directional mic, you can use just about anything. Again, you can pretty much EQ out a lot of frequencies to minimize bleed through your microphone from the other drums. The way we like to place the hi-hat microphone, the way that's worked best for us, is to place it in a stand to where it is past the rear of the hi-hat, so you're not catching any of that air from the opening and closing of the hi-hat. And sort of like the snare, you want that to point about where the drummer is going to be hitting the hi-hat. And it's not going to pick up a lot of other instruments around it, again, because it's directional. And for the ride cymbal, I like to catch a lot of the bell. And the way I do that is to put the microphone very, very close, just like any other drum, a little bit off of the bell, so to catch the resonance of the cymbal itself. Don't want to make it sound too mechanical. And again, we've positioned this drum, or this microphone, away from other drums and tried all kinds of different positioning around it in order to reduce bleed and also not be in the way of the performer. That just about covers miking a drum set. If your drummer has other percussive instruments such as wood blocks or cowbell or whatever, my preference is to put a microphone on or near those instruments, as to give you as much control as possible. If you try to just pick them up with the rest of the microphones that are already on the kit, then what that does is takes away control of not only the cowbell or other percussive instrument, but takes away control of the microphone's purpose, original purpose. Let's say some of that cowbell is coming through a cymbal microphone, and you want to take an equalizer and pull out all of the lows and mid-lows to give that cymbal a professional sound and again reduce bleed more. Well, you've now made your cowbell sound funny. So I tend to put a microphone on just about everything on a drum kit and give myself as much control as possible in the DAW, such as Mixcraft. Okay, I've recorded a hit or two off of each drum, and all I want to show you here in this final bit of the tutorial is how to make sure that you've got a good signal. You want to look at the waveform. This one up here is a little low. This was my kick drum. So I want to record that again and turn the level up in the mixer or the audio interface, whatever it is that you're using. The snare is a very good level here. So let's solo that and listen to what the snare sounds like. Very good level, much louder than the kick drum that shows through about right there. Let you hear that again. And again, you can EQ and add effects, things like that, make this drum set sound a lot better than it does raw like this. Right now we're just making sure the signals are okay. And the first tom. How about we solo this, loop this. So there's your first tom. Here's your second tom. Third. Floor tom. And the second floor tom. How about the hi-hat? And to hear the overhead, I'm going to have to extend that loop. Notice how it picks up those very small cymbals nicely. And the overhead center. Picking up that catch cymbal very nicely. Overhead left. And finally the ride. And those levels are pretty good. You can look for a tutorial that I've done for Acoustica on YouTube. I believe it's called Mixing an Entire Song. It's an 8-part tutorial, and that will show you how to take this raw drum sound and use the Acoustica mixer and equalizers and whatnot to make the kit sound a lot better. Thanks for watching, and best of luck with your drum recordings.